One of the themes or sub-themes of the new year of Rosh Hashanah is regret for the past and good resolutions for the future. Let's talk for a moment about regrets. There are two kinds of regret. One is the regret for what could have been. We all have these regrets. Life is full of regrets. I could have, if I only would have, if only I had, if I had invested in the stock, if I had bought this building, if I had gone to a different school, if I had taken a different subject, I would now be much better off, and I regret not doing back then what I should have done. Then there's the regret for what should have been. I regret not being more respectful when I should have been. I regret not being kinder when I should have been. I regret not being more sympathetic when I should have been. And I regret not being more observant and serving God properly the way I should have been. Let's look at the differences between these two regrets. One is healthy, one is not. Regretting what could have been is not a healthy thing for two reasons. First of all, are you even sure that had you done what you think you could have done, are you even sure the outcome would have been positive? A guy says, I could have bought that building 30 years ago for $9, and now I would be rich. If you had bought that building 30 years ago for $9, are you sure you would be rich today? Or maybe that would have been a disaster and you would be out $9 and you would be burdened with a big headache. So the regret may not even be necessary or true. Had you invested in this stock, you would now be rich. No, not necessarily. People invest in good stocks and they lose their money. Had you gone to a different school, had you taken a different subject, had you gone to a different profession, there's no guarantee that that would have made you successful. Richer, stronger, or smarter. So the first thing is regretting what could have been. Maybe there's no need to regret at all. Maybe it's a good thing you didn't buy that building 30 years ago for $9. Secondly, does the regret change anything? I sincerely regret not buying that building. No, really, I'm sincere. I really, really regret it. What does that do? Is the building a little bit mine now that I regret not buying it? I really should have bought it. I really wish I had bought it. I really want it to be mine. Is it a little bit mine now? No. So the regret doesn't do anything other than discourage you and put a hole in your heart. Regretting what should have been is the opposite. First of all, the regret is a true regret. Yes, you should have been nicer. Yes, you should have been more responsible. Yes, you should have been more observant. No doubt. There is no possibility that you should not have been kinder and you should not have been more respectful. Secondly, and this is the important thing, regret can't just leave you frustrated. That's unhealthy. The regret for what should have been doesn't leave you frustrated. It moves you in the direction that you need to go. So, for example, if I really regret not having been kinder to you, I have actually become kinder. If I regret not having been more respectful to my parents, that makes me more respectful. The regret means I am now more respectful because I have a whole new respect, which I wish I had then. So the regret itself is valuable because it produces results. I regret not having been more obedient to God's commandments. Well, I have now become more obedient. So this is not a frustrating regret. This is a regret of tshuva. It brings me closer to those that I should have been closer to. On Rosh Hashanah, we shouldn't have regrets for what could have been. The only regret we need is the regret for what should have been. And that regret brings immediate benefits.